Yes, welcome back to the Bray Ethan Podcast, episode 145, 5 away from the big 150. And of course, it is all powered by Pegs. Download the Pegs app. It is the best discount platform, which is an absolute game changer. All your favourite cafes, restaurants, and retail outlets offering up to 40 and 50% off. It is locals supporting locals, Ethan.
It is now under a fortnight away from the draft. Hamish Davis, he's been on our radar for at least half a year. We've caught him just before he's off to New Zealand tomorrow to get away for a nice little distraction before the draft. But he's fresh off exams. Hamish, welcome.
G'day, chaps. Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure to have you on. Now, we were talking off air. You're going to go to 3 Coldplay concerts in the space of like 12 months.
I know, yeah. Our family's pretty big Coldplay fans, and was lucky enough to go to the one last year. They came over to Perth, and lucky enough to go over to a couple more in Auckland. So looking forward to it, and it should be a nice little getaway before the draft. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. Well, you had some time off to think about the draft in a way, because exams have just finished as of yesterday, I'm pretty sure. So how's that helped keeping your mind off later on this month, the draft night?
Yeah, obviously no one loves study, and it's not the most fun thing to do, but I guess in a way I've kind of used it as an outlet to not think about footy too much, not think about the draft, kind of keep my mind away from that stuff. So obviously don't love it, but it was good in that sense, and almost a blessing in disguise. So hopefully I did all right. I think I felt fine, and we'll get the results back in a few weeks, I'd say.
So what is the career of choice?
As lots of people do, I was doing commerce, majoring in business law and finance. Maybe looking to do law after that as my post-grad, but we'll see what happens.
So you did ATAR?
I did ATAR.
You did ATAR. Yeah. How's the first year out of school been for you?
It's good. People always tell you when you're at school you're going to miss it, and you don't really believe them at the time, but you do, because you go from obviously seeing your mates every day and hanging out with them so much to actually having to plan and kind of make plans to see them. So it was obviously different in that aspect, but uni was very different. Obviously it has to be motivated by you. You don't have teachers telling you what to do all the time. So but I've enjoyed the freedom of being out of school and really enjoying it.
Subiaco Junior Football Club. Tell us about your family history in the game, because it seems to run in the family. Yeah,
so kind of grew up in that Shenton Park area. So that's right near Subi Junior Footy Club, which is in Shenton Park.
Is it really? How does that work?
It's unusual. So Subi Junior Footy Club. It's in the Claremont district, but it's Subiaco.
We had this discussion with Max Rohr, I think.
Yeah,
from memory.
Family. My granddad, he played 200 plus games, I think, for Subi league team. So Subiaco legend. And then my uncle Damien Hampson, he got drafted to Carlton. I don't think he played a game there, but played a few games at West Coast, and played quite a few games for Subi as well. So a lot of Subi in the blood, but I'm a Claremont man. Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah, that's it.
So how'd that go with your dad?
My dad. My uncle played for Subi. My dad, he played school footy in for UWA, but he tells me he was a handy footballer back in the day as well.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, of course. Well, how much of a setback was it missing out on the state 16s after you were being involved with the state schoolboys 12s?
Yeah, 12s seems like an eternity ago now, which it was basically. It doesn't. I don't think it means too much, state 12s, but then state 16s, would have loved to be in that. Obviously, they pick it out of the Futures Carnival, and I thought I played some all right footy in the Futures, but not my best, and would have loved an invite, but unfortunately didn't get it, which was a bit disappointing at the time. But I knew there was still plenty of footy to be played. So obviously it was a setback, but just had to stay resilient and keep trusting the process. Yeah.
One of those ways that you sort of had footy on your radar was through Hale, over 30 goals in 2023, including some big bags. I think he kicked 8 one game, a few 6 and 7s. How influential has the PSA become on your footy? Yeah, I
loved my footy at Hale. Went to Hale in year 5 and played footy right up until year 12, obviously. And you always hear people say, school footy's the best footy you play, and it almost is at this point. Playing with your best mates, going to training, playing on Saturdays, it really is so enjoyable and so fun to be a part of. That year 11 and 12 obviously got to play in the first 18 team, which was great experience. Some of the crowds that we draw are really big and just so enjoyable. And I was lucky enough to kick a few bags in year 12, which was nice. I was playing kind of deep forward back then, and it's almost a bit different to the role I play now. But enjoyed playing footy at Hale and enjoyed going to school overall. Yep.
People say you've had a breakout year, but you kicked 3 goals in the big game of the grand final last year at Optus on the big stage. So do you think the foundation was already there set for you coming into this year out of obviously last year?
Yeah, I think that the whole final series as an underager definitely gave me confidence going into this year. I think I played, I reckon it was about 9 games last year. Obviously I had PSA, but came in during buys and the final series obviously. So it definitely gave me confidence to come into this season with some good footy under my belt, and I guess I had confidence that I could play some good footy this year. But in the end of the day, you just got to go out there and trust your skills and trust what you can do and have confidence in your ability. Yeah,
that's something he's said before as well that I picked up. Trust the process. It's something we've heard a lot on this podcast. I'm pretty sure
it's pretty cliche, isn't it?
So,
pretty cliche. Yeah.
Another trust the process.
But it is true.
Yep.
So, do you think this year was sort of a breakout year? Because I've seen stuff saying, it's like you've come out of nowhere. But I personally disagree. I think your foundation was set already, and you've just built sort of off that platform. Not to say you haven't had a good year. You've had an outstanding year, but I don't know. I wouldn't call you a bolter by any means.
Yeah, I guess maybe the state 16s kind of you're not getting selected in that. That's kind of the first big carnival that you go to, and maybe not getting selected in that. I was a bit unknown because I wasn't there, but again, as I said, I had confidence going into this year in my ability to perform. But maybe from an external kind of way, I was maybe a bit unknown, but I guess it's just having that internal confidence within. Yeah.
And I noticed in last year's grand final you had the haircut, very short hair, and this year you've sort of had it a bit longer.
Yeah.
I might be shorter than you had it longer.
Yeah.
In this year, but what's the thought process moving forward with the hair?
The hair, the hair's always been a bit of an issue with me. I'm receding a bit, so we'll see how long we hold on to it for there. But we did a world's kind of greatest shave last year for one of my schoolmates who unfortunately passed away. So that was the thought around the buzz cut. Didn't love it, but it was for a good cause. So it was a good thing to do. But I don't think I'll be going back to the buzz anytime soon. I think I'll hold on to it as long as I can. Yeah.
If we look at the middle part of the year, you averaged over a goal a game in the champs as sort of a hybrid forward, and then 40 disposal game post that, virtually straight after. Is that when you thought I sort of could be on to give the draft a serious shake?
Yeah, I always had a goal to play some good footy during the champs, and as you probably heard, we had a great group there, very close group. So I really enjoyed playing champs and was happy that I played there. I thought I had a solid carnival, and then really had a internal goal to play some really good footy after the champs, and I knew that was going to kind of start in the Colts, and I think it went South Freo into that Swans game, and I remember my Colts coach telling me I was going to play some midfield in that Swans game, which I hadn't done too much of prior to that. Was lucky enough to accumulate some possessions, which was nice. But as we all know, that's not the be all end all. But it was certainly good to get a few touches that game.
Sure. Well, what was it like having so much Claremont representation in the state squad this year? Because you probably didn't have to adapt and change too much because a lot of the boys are around you for pretty much every game you played this year. Yeah,
I mean, it was great. It's always good having so many players from your own club. Obviously I expected quite a few boys, maybe not 11 or 12 or whatever it was. It was great having so much Claremont representation there. But I think as a group, as the 12 of us, we knew that we kind of had to get out of our comfort zone. We couldn't just hang around the Claremont boys all the time, even though it was hard because there were so many of us. But Jonesy and Webby made it, pretty clear to us that we couldn't just hang around each other. We needed to, build relationships with people that weren't from Claremont, and so we end up being a tighter group overall.
So did you do that in the roommate space?
No, I was paired with Charlie Banfield. So they paired a couple of Claremont boys up together. I enjoyed rooming with Charlie. I don't know if he did with me. I think I kept him up too much. He wanted to go to sleep very early each night. I wanted to keep the footy on, but he didn't let me. So rooming with Charlie was great, and he's certainly one to watch for next year. Yeah.
How do you think the Claremont boys this year are sort of situated draft-wise? Obviously, you might have a little bit of a bias.
Yeah.
And I guess we would as well from a WA point of view. I obviously hope all of them get picked up, but...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of played some very good footy this year. I'm very close to basically all of them. I think you got Hazy and Ango, who I'm very close with, who have played some extremely good footy this year. Obviously, lightning quick and very agile, got great skills. So I hope the best for them. And then got some of the PSA boys, Hugh Boxall and Clancy Dennis, who have put together some great seasons of their own. And hope there's an outside chances, like Ozzy Van der Strijf, Maxi Raw, those types. There's plenty going around. Hopefully I haven't missed any there.
It's kind of hard. There's so many
of them, but I hope the best for everyone. Yeah.
Now, a call that made its way, I'm going to say slightly into the mainstream media, was the comparison between yourself and Nat Fyfe at the same age. Mm-hmm. Straight from the horse's mouth. I've been dying to ask, do you agree at all?
I see, I guess, similarities here and there, but it's a great compliment to be compared to a two-time Brownlow medalist. Maybe I don't have the aerial ability as Nathan does, but it's certainly a great compliment, and I guess gave me a bit of confidence. Yeah,
because there's been other ones as well. Jeremy Cameron, Hugh Greenwood, Will Hayward.
It's a variety.
Which
isn't
they're
it?
all different players.
I know,
so
it's a bit unusual. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, what's it like, I guess, having so many comparisons against yourself? You're like, oh, do I actually think I play like this guy, or do I actually play like this guy? That's at least 4 names that we've named off, and there's probably a couple of others out there as well.
Yeah.
And in a way, they're all different. Like Jeremy Cameron's a key forward, Nat Fyfe's a gun bull midfielder, and half forward, Hugh Greenwood midfielder.
Yeah, it's very unusual. You should probably try not to read it into it too much, even though it's pretty, I guess, unique to compared to AFL players. But I guess the role that I've played for most of the season has been that half forward role. So I mean, even though it's a great compliment to be compared to Jeremy Cameron, I definitely try and look at him whenever I go watch him. I've had the opportunity to watch him live a few times, or whenever I'm on TV. You look at him and he's working up to the defensive 50, and then 20 seconds later he's having a set shot for goal. So that's certainly someone I've looked up to and just really admire. So I think he'd be the one, but I don't really mind who I get compared to.
You're your own player. There's a question I think coming up later in the Q&As to do with your set shot routine. I don't know if this is linked at all, but has anyone ever told you have a unique kicking style? I've noticed a 2-hand ball drop. Is that?
I don't try and drop it with 2 hands. I feel like maybe I think with my goal kicking it probably doesn't affect me too much, but it's something I've been trying to work on, guarding it down more with one hand. I've had a few people around me kind of helping me with that, because I think it affects my field kicking a bit here and there, especially when I need to get hand to foot quickly. But people told me I have a bit of a unique sort of ball drop and kicking style. Yeah.
So every set shot you're using 2 hands?
I don't think it's 2 hands. I think it's
just to start and then the drop.
It's a pretty high ball drop, so I think it's still 1 hand, but it's like a pretty high ball drop. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, 3 goals in the mud against Subi in that final league game, and then 4 and 21 disposals in a cutthroat final. Yeah. How'd you deal, I guess, with the confidence levels, attention off the back of those 2 big games?
It was fine. It's always, I'm not someone who loves the limelight. I don't, love people talking about me heaps, even though it's, a great compliment when people are talking about you. So I just try and stay away from it and concentrate on the team's performance. It was obviously a very important time of the year going into finals with the league side. So yeah, just focus on the team, go to training each day, train hard, and like footy does, it changes very quickly week to week. I mean, I had probably my best game of the year in that East Freo game, and then the next week you probably have your poorest game of the season. So footy changes very quickly, and you certainly learn stuff each week to week.
Yeah, it's like important to be humble.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. A week later, you guys unfortunately were knocked out. But I guess selfishly was a bit of a mix of emotions being able to cast your eye to the Colts. Because as a co-captain, it's probably difficult to give your attention fully to both groups.
Yeah, I think the first kind of emotion you feel is you're pretty gutted. Like, especially to lose in the way that we did in that game. We were up by 3 goals in the last quarter, and they stormed back, and we probably dropped a game that we should have won, and they ended up winning the premiership. So it stings quite a bit. But yeah, I guess I was lucky in the way that I obviously got the second chance with the Colts, and to captain that side with Aussie Van der Schrijf was awesome. And yeah, you say it is pretty tough to have your attention on both teams. It is. And I tried to get down to Colts trainings, when I could, and but yeah, it certainly is hard to kind of balance that attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, grand final day, obviously won the Mel Winnan medal for particularly the second half. You must love versing Swan Districts because you had that 40 disposal game earlier in the year that we mentioned earlier. So you must love playing against the Swans. Must love the matchup.
Yeah, I don't mind playing against the Swannies. It's they're a great team, and I guess we had a bit of a rivalry a bit in the first couple of games. We had a few punch-ons here and there, but I enjoy playing against Swans. I played, I think, 2 of my only kind of midfield games were against those teams. So I guess when I do play midfield, I can use my strengths, use my running, and cover the ground well. But yeah, it was a great day, and super fortunate to go back to back.
Yeah.
Dealing with the expectation to win, because sometimes it can favour the underdog, sort of nothing to lose. Yeah. And you guys were expected to just get the job done.
Yeah, we knew that coming in that it was probably ours to lose in a sense. We were probably the heavy favourite going in, and had played probably the best footy for most of the year. So we understood that, but we understood that Swans were a great team as well. We had to pay them respect. They'd won 3 close games against some very good opponents. So we knew we had to pay them respect, but we were confident in our ability to go there, perform, and they certainly challenged us for that first half. Stuck around with us for a while, but I think one of our strengths is our ability to run out games, and I feel like that we showcased that and we were able to pull through in the end, which was great.
Now, going back to back in underage footy, it's pretty difficult for most people to do, but you've done it.
Yeah.
How does each flag compare?
Oh, so different. It's as an underager, it's very unique. You just. I think, as I said before, it was like my 8th or 9th game or something. So, and you're playing on Optus, and you're just
like happy to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're just happy to be there, and so fortunate for the opportunity to be given a game as an underager, and then it's obviously different in what it was this year when you're kind of one of the leaders, one of the senior kind of players, and all you want to do is just win, and that's all you're kind of thinking about. So it was very different, but enjoyed both days. Basically the same, I'd say. There
was about a dozen who were there last year. Did anyone celebrate harder or back up their off-field performances from 12 months prior?
Cody Ango would be one who backed it up. He had a big night on both years, so he'd be one. And we all had a very good night that night. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, your endurance and work rate has been a major strength, and it showed with the top 5 finish at the National Combine. Would you say they're more of a strength than a secret talent of whistling with your hands?
Yeah. I got warned before that SEN interview that I was going to be asked for a secret talent. I couldn't think of anything. I probably should have in the end just said I don't have a secret talent instead of doing that shit. But anyway, Yeah. I think my running is probably more of a strength for sure.
At least you didn't have to go to the Seagull noise like Luke Urquhart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, Bo Allen, he seems almost certain to be selected
Yeah.
on the first night, but then your name has been thrown up to be one of the possible next, probably between you and Kale. Night one sort of might be touch and go, but night two you might not be waiting around for long. So how's it all feeling, and what are your plans for either nights?
Yeah, certainly expecting night two, if anything. So, it's pretty tough with the way it is. Obviously, split into 2 nights. So, I'd say on night one, just stay pretty relaxed. Maybe have some family over. Maybe a few, really close mates, but that's about it, and don't really expect too much. And then, going to the second night, probably same kind of thing. Have some mates, maybe some family over, but I guess that thought in the back of your mind is always, if it doesn't happen, then you have people over. So, I don't know, it's a hard kind of thing, but haven't really decided fully. But we'll see what. I'll make a decision in the next few weeks. Yeah.
Big Pies fan growing up. Their first pick is in the 50s, which is hard to believe. But are you going to be okay with going to another club and potentially not having to be able to sleep with your Scott Pendlebury Teddy anymore?
Oh, God. Yeah. Obviously, I don't care where I go. That's a bit of a stitch up. But it's been doing the rounds a bit, I know. I don't really care where I go as long as I get selected by a team. When it's been your kind of dream and goal for so long, you tend to not really care where you go, but going to the Pies would be awesome. Yeah.
Have you spoken to Collingwood?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
That would have been a little bit of a dream in itself, just to even
Right.
maybe know that they know that you exist.
I know, yeah. Like, you idolise all these players for so long. Like, I've been a die-hard Pies fan for my whole life, basically, and it's almost pretty surreal when you even just talk to them. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, we'll move on to the Instagram Q&As. You've been looking forward to these ones.
Let's do it. Yeah.
There's plenty to get through, so we'll start off with Kane_Ramsey_. Do you miss Dean Deloro?
Dean Deloro. Mr. Deloro is the headmaster at Hale. It's a bit of a random question, but yeah. I love Mr. Deloro. He's a great headmaster and runs the school very well. So, I'd say I miss him. Yep.
Cody Angove. What does no crying and no being pretty mean? And can you do it, please?
I'm not. I'll explain it, but I'm not going to do it. Just so I have a little sausage dog at home. She's a little cutie pie. But I kind of sent a video to a few of my mates once, kind of just like talking like a baby voice to her.
Yeah. And
then it kind of did the rounds a bit, and became a bit of a joke in the state team and with my mates. So a bit of a laugh for the boys, but it's a bit of a tough listen, so I won't do it.
Yeah.
But thanks for that
we
question.
can imagine. Yeah.
Maxie Raw, is it true you started calling yourself Sandover Davis to show the Scotty Barnes nickname?
That is not true. I remember I walked in after that East Row game. I walked in to training, and Max Raw was just calling me Sandover Davis for some reason, which is typical Max. But no, that is not true.
Can't even poll Sandover votes in finals.
Exactly. Yeah.
_Tom Lambo. Is it true you suck at FIFA?
That's harsh. I'm not great, but I think I'm respectable playing my role on the left back in pro clubs. So harsh, but I'm not great.
Cody Angove again. Is it true you and Hugh call each other 60 pieces as you combine for 60 touches in the grand final?
That is true. Yeah.
Luke _Pines. Top 3 best Hale footy teammates.
Oh, good question. This is all. I'll go just from year 12, just because I don't know if he's talking about like all time or not. I'll start with Pinesy. Yeah, great mate of mine. Ashton Bryant, been on the show. Off at Harvard at the moment, so put him in there. Great captain. And then third one, we'll give it to Aidan Riddle. Great ruckman, and obviously done some great things this year as well.
Of course. Pinesy again. How's the hairline coming along? We touched about this earlier.
We touched on it. Yeah, it's holding on. Nah, it should be good for another few years, I'd say. But we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Hugh _Boxall. What's it like having so much aura?
It's so good, Hugh. It's amazing. No, yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Hugh again. Do you have a fear of tackles?
Oh, yeah, I knew this was coming as well. I got a bit of shit for not laying a tackle in the grand final, so I think that's where it comes from. I don't have a fear of tackles, Hugh, but
Just a one-off.
Just a one-off, yeah.
Yeah. Pindy again. How's J Cuz going?
Jacobs. I don't really know what that is. Using Pindy.
Georgia_Cully. This is interesting. Have you ever crashed a car into your house?
Oh God, I don't reckon anybody knows this, so she's kind of throwing me under the bus here a bit. When I was on my L's, I was pulling into my driveway and was meant to brake, but accidentally accelerated into some like bins and a wall, and yeah, basically destroyed my brother's car at the time, and yeah, it was a bit of a jarring experience. Wow. But thanks for that question, Georgia.
Hudson Adgrove. Why is his nickname Ramo? Ramo.
I don't know. If people just call me Ramo, it's similar to Hamo. I don't know why.
Yeah. Jesse Cully.
Yep.
Have you ever lost an arm wrestle to a girl? I'm assuming she beat you.
Maybe back in like year 7. But I was a bit of a scrawny kid back then, so maybe, that might be true. Yeah.
Jesse, again, is it true your nickname is Ripping Nick, and why is that?
Oh, my God.
There's a lot of nicknames.
I'm getting stitched up here. Yeah. Well, no, it's not. No. I kind of maybe said I was in Ripping Nick once, but no, don't worry about that. No.
This could be the longest Instagram handle I've ever seen in my
so.
life. Kurt Carbon.
Yeah.
Carboni, Peroni.
Kurt McCulloch, yep.
Yeah, that one. Do you believe you are the best defender Hales school basketball has ever seen?
I don't think I'm the best. No, at all. But like when I played basketball, I couldn't shoot or do anything, so I had to do something. So I pride myself on my defense, and I thought I was okay at it, Kurt. But the boys gave me a bit of shit because the coach always said I was a pretty good defender, and they say I got glazed a bit too much. But no, I don't mind defending Kurt.
Charlie.Burke. Favorite nickname you made up for yourself? This is quite relevant.
Made up for yourself.
I don't think I've made up a nickname for myself. I don't know what Burke is referring to there. Okay. Sorry for that.
Berkey again. Favourite activity on a casual Sunday evening in Cottesloe? Probably one answer here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't. I think he's referring to like a Sunday sesh, but I reckon I've only been to like one of them, so his answer would definitely be that though. Yeah.
Charlie back again. Is it true you're filthy you didn't get a Sandover invite? 3 votes, Hamish Davis.
No, it's not true. I would have loved to have been there to see Cal England win it, but no, I do not think I was robbed, no.
Malachi champion. How does it feel to be a fraud?
No, I gave a nickname to Malachi. I was Fraudikai, and then he just has flipped it back onto me. So he's the real fraud, and he always will be.
Cody Curtin, what's better, connection piece or 60 piece?
So we always talked about 60 piece before with me and Bocker, and then connection piece. I don't know if you guys have like heard of this, but it's like a little joke. I think some AFL clubs have it, like Hawthorn. I think I've spoken about it, and we had it in the state team. You kind of add piece onto something just as like a little filler. So like instead of just saying we have great connection, you say, our connection piece was awesome or something.
I've heard it. I have. Yeah.
Just to say it more like formal. It was a bit of a gag with in the state team. So
right.
And Webby often said it, which was funny.
Connection piece. It sounds like a quite cliche.
Yeah,
thing.
Just a connection piece.
Yeah.
It's a great pace. But no, I'll say the 60 pace. Yeah.
Carter Bryant _ This is interesting.
This is very interesting.
How did you manage to lose your Mel Winnan medal?
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. So after the game, on the way back to the bus, I just put it back in my bag. Didn't really want to wear it. Put it back in my bag. Then it was downstairs in the change rooms while we were upstairs. And some boys were just taking photos with it. Just grabbed it out of my bag and took photos with it, which was fine. I didn't really think of much of it at the time. And then, I couldn't find it basically later that night. So it was misplaced. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I lost it for about 3 days, and then Jackson Douglas found it in his bag. So luckily found it again. But yeah, I didn't have it for about 3 days, which was again, I didn't really think of much of it at the night, but I was a bit annoyed the next few days. Yeah, but
you would be. It's obviously not the main medal you want, but you're not just gonna not be disappointed if you've lost it.
Yeah.
So who are the boys that were taking photos with it? Maybe thought they were robbed. If you can remember any.
I think Carter Bryant was definitely taking some photos. He was the main culprit for losing it. But like Tom Cossum, Luke Pines, some of those boys were taking photos. But that's all right.
Glad you got it back.
Yeah.
James Tasknukas, 11.
Yep, Tasky.
Worst player at the Canoes Pros Club team.
Worst player?
Yeah.
We got him, James Tasky. Yeah, or Tom Lambo. Actually, no, Tom Lambo's fine. Yeah, Tasky. He's the most annoying anyway.
Josh EOE09, favourite memory of PSA footy?
Oh, I'll go. This actually isn't in the first teams. When I reckon I was in year 8 at the time, we beat Aquinas. Weren't supposed to, massive underdogs going into the game, and we beat them on Craig Oval. That's the one game I vividly remember. Just a great game, and it was. I don't know why it just sticks out. Yeah.
Who would you say Hale's biggest rival was?
I'd like to say Scotch, but they beat us by a lot every time, so you almost can't be a rival with someone that just smacks you all the time. I'd say Aquinas, though, yeah.
Mm.
Well, you guys beat Aquinas. I don't know if you were playing. This would have been 2 years ago. Probably were. I think you beat Aquinas at Aquinas on their big Aquinas day.
Yeah. We, I don't know, Hale's always pretty well known for beating Aquinas at Aquinas. It's a pretty tough fixture, but we've always been pretty good there, yeah.
Fred Rodriguez sort of answered it, but what's the most important piece? 60.
Yeah, 60 piece. But if I was going to say another one, probably the connection piece or the accountability piece. Yeah, one of those.
Callum Wild 9. Did you take 5 wickets in house cricket?
I did. Yeah.
What's house cricket? Like indoor cricket at someone's house?
No.
Or is this at school?
This is at school, like
factions. Yeah.
So took 5 for it's my claim to fame for cricket. Bowling some leggies. Don't know how I got 5. It's more of a reflection on the team that I was playing, I guess. Yeah.
So is that like a carnival that Hale do?
Well, with Hale, you play house sport every Wednesday. So obviously summer. So I was playing cricket, and then you play winter house sport, which is footy and stuff. So
cool.
Yeah.
Last one from Will Wildberger. Who's got the best hiding spot at Pass tonight?
Oh. Aidan Riddle is very good. He's tall, but he finds some very good ones. So I'll say him. Wildy is also pretty good, yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, if calling yourself Sandover Davis or supposedly, you should know your stats. Do you?
I don't. I don't mind stats, but I don't know if they're great, but we'll see. And I don't call myself Sandover Davis.
That was the first nickname I remember that came off to my head. So what is the leaderboard looking like, Ethan?
So we have Darcy Peterson, Luke Urquhart on 13, Max Rawls on 11, some other state teammates like Malachi and Charlie Burke on 11, Andre Galuni's on 11.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to aim for. Your manager, Tommy Seckles, on 7.5.
Oh, Tommy.
Which is just over 50%.
Hopefully I can beat that. That'd be good.
Ashton Bryant on 9. And,
Yep, so we go.
Have you ever beaten Tommy at ping pong?
No, he's way too good.
Yeah. So you might beat him at the quiz.
Yeah, hopefully.
Get one back on him.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What is your height and weight on the Waffle website?
I think it's 190 centimetres, 85 kilos.
Correct. We've been struggling on that of recent weeks.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Question number 2. The amount of Colts games you played this year and last year are the same. How many is it? You mentioned it earlier in the episode, yeah. When I heard you say that, I was like, he should get this later on. 2 from 2.
Yeah, flying. Yeah. Question number 3. True or false? You haven't received a free kick in your Waffle League career.
That's true.
True. You're giving away 5.
Yeah.
What are you doing wrong?
I don't know. It's the umpires.
3 from 3.
Question number 4. What was the margin you beat East Freo by in the league elimination final? Or goals?
4 goals.
Correct.
24 points.
24 points.
Correct. gonna say
Flying. We're flying. Don't want to
Yeah,
jinx
actually
it.
They gave it
Touch
away a
wood.
bit, the goals. So
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Question number 5. How many Claremont players were named in the 2025 state summer squad?
It's just like because I know there's like train-ons and stuff. Does that count? You know?
It's a good question. I
It was only
don't think so. I think
wasn't there?
no, I don't think it's just excluding train-ons.
Yeah, so
I think.
Cody, Oscar Willis. I want to say 4.
6.
Oh, 6. Who are they? Do you have a list?
I'll
Nah,
try
don't
and
worry
get
about
up.
it if you don't.
But
No.
yeah, good
Yeah.
representation. There was a couple. Clancy's brother, I think, was in there.
Oh, Elijah, yeah.
There was a couple
yeah.
like brothers of people.
Yeah. Obviously, Charlie Banfield.
Yeah,
And Oscar
yeah.
Willis, stuff. Yeah. No, I probably should have got that. That's right.
Question number 6. Before you, when was the last year a Tigers player won the Mel Winner medal with 30 disposals or more?
I don't think Zane wouldn't have had 30. We don't know this player, you reckon?
I think you'd know of him.
Yeah, you definitely know of him.
No, I don't think he won it because they lost. But I'm gonna say Gus Sheldon. They didn't win it though. So who was it?
Incorrect.
Correct.
2019, Jack Cooley.
Oh yeah, I know Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's multiple Jack Coolies, is there not? Or is there
No,
only one?
he's just signed with Subi. So
Yeah,
I think
I
you're thinking
know
of
that. I
multiple.
feel like
no,
there's
it's just
another one
his
as
brother
well.
Nick. Yeah.
Oh, Nick Cooley's
yeah.
probably who I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's right. So we're 4 from 6. We
We're
might
4 from
have put
6.
the knackers on him here.
Yep.
Question number 7. In both the 2023 and 2024 Colts Grand Finals, Claremont kicked the same amount of goals in the first quarter. What is that?
2.
3.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
3.
Jesus. This is 4.
4 from 7.
Oh, sorry. The other one that I was thinking when I said brothers of 18 summer school, we have Benji Van Rooyen. He's in there.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, Oscar Willis, Lucas Ravenhill.
Yeah. Raver. That's right as well.
Yep. Sort of falling
4
away a
from
little
7.
bit.
Yeah.
But it's
We
all
have
right.
Put
It's
the
all
proper
right.
knackers on him here.
Yep.
Nathan.
Question number 8. From the 4 champs games,
Yeah.
how many games did you personally have more contested possessions than uncontested possessions out of 4?
Oh my god. Definitely. I reckon the Allies game I did. 2.
Correct.
Half. So it was the first 2.
End of that.
Yeah, Allies and
Yeah.
SA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
5 from 8. Question number 9. Name someone to have played for your beloved Collingwood with the same last name as you, Davis.
Leon Davis.
Correct. There's a couple of others. Craig Davis, Alan Davis, and Nick Davis.
Yep.
6 from 9.
6 from 9.
Can go up to 11 here.
Yep. Which would equal those teammates we mentioned.
Yeah.
5 points if you bang on, 4 points if you're within 3, 3 if you're within 5, 2 points if you're within 10, and a point otherwise.
Yep.
So we finish on a 7 regardless, at a minimum.
We need the 2 to get over
Yeah.
Tommy 6.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So you won Claremont's MVP at the Best and Fairest night.
Yeah.
How many votes were you behind the eventual winner, Austin Van der Stryfe, in this year's Colts Best and Fairest?
Oh god. I reckon Aussie had 120ish. I had around 70, 50. It's well off, isn't it? It's well off.
It's not. It's in terms of the points we needed. It's you only get a point
Oh,
because you're
7.
11 off
No, no.
39.
39.
So unfortunately, bit of a slow finish.
Oh no. So
We,
Tommy beats me.
proper put the mockers on.
Yeah.
You were 4 from 4 and you've only ended up with 7.
No, that's
Oh.
garbage. That's alright. It's not the worst ever, is it?
It's not the worst
It's
ever.
50%.
It's still 50%. You'd still pass if it was an
That's a
exam.
pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, Anthony Hansen's on 6 from Swans. So
Yeah. Beat that one, which is good.
yeah,
Down the east.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. Not great, but still it's a pass.
Yeah,
Still
I'll
you
take
just got to look at it as a pass or a fail, and
I'll
you
take
pass. So
I'll take
it's
that.
kind of irrelevant when you think of it.
Exactly.
In terms of
50 or
yeah.
100, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not known for mockers for Hamish for everything because you said he's basically like Nat Fyfe earlier in the year. Season arguably got better. Then you've
Yeah.
done it today and he's unfortunately slowed down. hopefully that doesn't mean anything going into draft night in a couple of weeks' time.
I don't think it will.
No.
Yeah, we'll see.
But of course, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, you can of course head to YouTube and vice versa. Remember to subscribe, 5-star rating, a like, it helps us out a lot. And of course, it is all powered by Pegs. Remember, Pegs is open to everyone now, Ethan. Not just uni and TAFE students, it's open to the public of Western Australia.
It is far and wide.
Yeah, it is. Well, Hamish, thanks for coming in today. Enjoy your little trip to New Zealand and your 2 Coldplay shows in Auckland as well. And all the best for draft night in a couple of weeks.
Thanks a lot, boys. Thanks for having me. It's been great.